And welcome back. In the previous tutorial we focused on testing and we noticed that our BPEL process still has some missing functionalities. It doesn't do checking from this database query really correctly. So if we give a wrong parameter to the query, it's a kind of an ends in an error. So let's fix that one. So the bug is roughly here. So we get 0 rows back, and anyway we do a simple assignment. There are several ways to fix this. So I think in my blog I use a temporary variable to count the number of rows, but let's do it a little bit simpler here. So you can simply put an if operation here. Okay, so that's there. So let's give label something like successful query. And here let's put no rows. Let's then put this assignment there, and let's put another assignment here that assign. Let's call this assign default return value. Let's give some default return value. So basically what we want to do is that we want to return some standard status when there are no rows coming back. So for this output variable, for this status field, let's put some value there. Now we cannot really do an assignment from the left side because there are no variables. We need to put some fixed value to the status parameter. There is something called an expression. I think what would I call this, a button or this type of a symbol. Here I can drag and drop it on top of the status field, and it opens this type of an expression builder. And here I can say that, for example, I can put a static text here. Let's say that what would then be the status of the car if it's not known. So let's put just unknown. It's not rented, it's not maintenance. Let's put unknown here. So we are kind of returning the string unknown if the license number is not found. Let's put OK. And finally we need to give some condition. So we need to still program when it is a successful query. So for that we need to use the same expression builder. There is something called mathematical function. I think there is an operation called count. So basically what we want to do is that we want to count the number of rows being returned. So and these rows being returned are here. So basically we want to check that how many vehicle status kind of an entries we receive, and if this is larger than 0, then it is 1. So right. So that's the fix. So now we are ready to deploy. Let's check that everything goes okay. It's building. Now it's sending to archive. Let's go to SOAP UI this time. So let's check it from here. And it's the old thing is working. So rented is correct. So let's now try with an unknown value. Unknown. So we have actually fixed, so that was not too bad. So basically we just added an if statement here, and we programmed what the if statement is, and we gave the kind of a default value back. We can do the same testing also from here. So if I would press here test web service, I would get unknown back. And if I go to this request, and I change this back to 1, 2, 3, and then I press test web service, then it's empty. So we have now a completely working mockup service. So now you have seen how to do one very simple composite service end-to-end and how to test it with SOA Suite. So this completes this part, and let's see what we'll be doing next. So in next sequence we will be creating in Java a web service that can execute scripts. So that's the kind of a focus of the upcoming sequences in this tutorial series. So thanks for watching so far, and see you in the next tutorial.